Hello my loves, welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to go in deep on the truth of how they really feel about you. So within that we're going to look at their thoughts and feelings. We're also going to look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you in this next immediate future? And stay with me till the end because we will also be getting guidance from Spirit. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Dr. V. I wanted to give a beautiful, big virtual hug to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this incredible family. You know how much I adore you all. Thank you so much for being here. You know that it's my absolute passion and purpose to be doing these readings for you. And thank you so much for your support, your messages, your emails, and your comments. So as always, I always have 3 groups for you to choose from. You can choose from group number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can take them all and take the messages that resonate. Or you can also choose by zodiac sign. So you can choose your zodiac sign, your person's zodiac sign, and combine those readings as well. There is no right or wrong answer here. Be gentle with yourself. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So I will be showing you each of the images on the cards, as well as the crystals, as well as the zodiac signs. But if you're at that place where you'd like to have specific guidance on what is going on in the connection between you and your person, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I love to see you on video call. I feel that live readings are definitely the most healing, transformational, and powerful because Spirit can answer all of your questions right there in real time. I also offer video recorded readings so you can choose what works best for you. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. And for those of you who like to pull oracle cards at home, I've created 2 decks, the Twin Flame Oracle, which is my love deck, and the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, which is my business, money, and career deck. These are on big sale at Amazon FBA with free shipping, and all of the links are in the box below. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and see which of these you feel most guided towards. So for group number 1, we have this image and this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have this image and this crystal right here. And for group number 3, we have this image and this crystal right here. Okay, let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Leo, we have Gemini, we have Sagittarius, and we have Aquarius. For group number 2, we have Taurus, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. And for group number 3, we have Libra, Scorpio. These are very slippery. Pisces and Virgo. Okay, go ahead and make your choice and we will get started with group number 1. My beautiful group 1 that chose this image right here, as well as this crystal and Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Let's see, what is the truth of how they really feel about you? We're going to start with oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end, because we'll also be getting what actions do they wish to take towards you, if any, in this near future, and advice from Spirit. Okay, so what is the truth of how they really feel about group one? We have man holding a coin. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Self-reflection. Breaking point. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Wow. Okay. This is very powerful, group one. I'm feeling a very, very powerful energy. For those of you who feel that this relationship or this connection has been very, very stuck, okay? Very, very paused or stuck, where the issue is not how much you love each other. I feel like for many of you, what's going on between the two of you is very much affected by your person being stuck in some sort of an identity crisis, some sort of, situation that they have invested a lot of money in or invested a lot of time, whether it's a business, whether it's family stuff, contract stuff. There's something that this person is incredibly stuck in, that they've built some sort of identity around. For some of you, it could even be a marriage, a relationship, another commitment, a living situation. Like I said, it could involve, but it could be more financially based. It could be some sort of a situation or partnership that is more about money than anything else. And that's why I get the energy that for many of you, the issue here or the challenge that you might be facing with this person or together is not love. Like the love is very clear. It's not, does this person love me? Do they really care? Do I really want them? Do they want me? It's like, no, we really love each other. When we're together, we are great. Our issue is something external. That's why the first card we got here is man holding a coin. This is why I feel like for some of you, this is a financial issue. And even if you're in a third party situation and you see it more like, oh, this is like a triangle or a romantic rival, this person doesn't see it that way. Okay? The truth of how they really feel about you is you are the center of their emotional life. But if they're in some sort of a third party, the reason is money. The reason is shared finances, some sort of entanglement that has nothing to do with love. Okay, so it's like a compartmentalization. They've placed the other person in terms of finances, and they've placed you in terms of their true heart, their true love. And again, it doesn't even have to be romantic. For some of you, this is some other career, family, long distance relationship, some sort of other financial obligation. So please do take it as it resonates for your situation. So this is why whatever this pressure is bringing this person to a breaking point. See, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. There's a decision that needs to be made here, okay? And this person feels like they have been pulled. One side is their love for you. The other side is the pull of whatever this financial obligation is. And it's like a tug of war, okay? And they feel so much pressure. And the pressure has just gotten worse over time, that they are reaching a breaking point. And they realize that they are going to have to make a decision. They can't live in both worlds, whatever these two worlds are. Even if the other one is financial, there's still something about it that is blocking them from being fully with you, right? So there's a pressure that has been building. It is reaching its absolute final straw. your person is feeling overwhelmed with their love for you, but also overwhelmed with whatever duty, obligation, responsibility they have. And that tension, that confrontation is making them look at themselves in the mirror. Because I feel like this is not, again, a question of love. The love is strong. The love is powerful. It's a question of identity crisis. How does this person need to look at themselves in the mirror and redefine who they are? Because what's keeping them stuck, if you feel that this person loves you but they're stuck, they're not coming towards you, it's because there's something in their identity that needs to collapse, as in they need to admit or accept that what they were doing before is not working anymore, that it's an illusion, that it's holding them back from you, and you are their real emotional place. So this person right now, they're struggling with their own willingness to look at themselves in the mirror, to take that hard look. Like, okay, you know what? If I don't look at myself in the mirror, if I don't adjust my identity, if I don't let go of old things that I'm holding on to because I feel like I've built my identity around it, whether it's a person or a situation or a family or a job, whatever it is, it's like it's keeping them from looking in the mirror. They've been afraid of their own reflection. They've been afraid of taking that long, hard look. But now they're coming to a place where it is absolutely necessary. They have to be willing to do that. They have to be willing to do that. Because it's coming to a point of reckoning, right? Either they look at themselves, they fix this, and they come towards you, or they look at themselves, they're not strong enough, they're too weak, they stay put where they are, they make excuses, and they will lose you. That is what this person is thinking at this time. Okay, let's go deeper. What else? What is the truth of how they really feel about you? The Hermit. Muse of Voices. The Chariot. Page of Materials. Eight of Voices. I like what I'm seeing because look at this beautiful central energy of the Chariot. This is the card we want to see, especially because this row right here was all about the energy of being stuck and needing to have the willingness to look at themselves in the mirror and move forward, right? So even though the first card is the Hermit, this actually is a good place to start. So if you have been silent, if this person has been silent, maybe you've given each other space to think, maybe you have given each other some time to reflect. Again, that's why we're getting that look at yourself in the mirror reflection. This is a good thing because sometimes that is the space and the gap that you need to figure out how willing you are to actually fight for something, to fight for love, to fight for the life that you want. So I feel like your person, in the truth of how they really feel about you, you guys may be giving each other some space to figure out what it is that you truly wish to fight for. And look at this beautiful bridge energy from the Hermit to the Chariot, from like the Hermit, which is lack of action, more reflection, looking for a solution, right? The hermit usually carries that light. You see that light right here and here too. The lantern. I usually, in regular tarot, I love seeing the hermit with the lantern, because to me, that's just, it's so beautiful, because it's really about, oh, look, I am looking for the light. I'm looking for my answers. Here you see it more just like kind of like a sun's energy. And look at this. This muse of voices is the King of Swords. Okay, so this tells us that yes, there is a definite energy of being in their head, but that headspace energy is also tied to that self-reflection, because this is the moment, this is the opportunity where your person needs to get their head on straight. They need to think through this, work through this, and get to a place where they are ready for that forward movement with the Chariot, see? And this part just kind of reiterates to us that Page of Materials, 8 of Voices, which is 8 of Swords, is also them feeling really bad about needing to hold off because of something that is financial. Okay, so this to me is another confirmation that they've been holding themselves back mentally, you know, from coming towards you, making you an offer, coming towards the relationship in a full way. They may be coming towards you in a partial way, but it doesn't feel complete, right? So this person, your person, is very much thinking that they have been holding themselves back against their own will. They don't want to. 8 of Voices is a very heavy energy. It's like an energy of like, why do I have to hold myself back? I know I'm self-sabotaging. I know I'm ruining this. I shouldn't be doing this. What's wrong with me? It's that kind of energy, right? So I feel like they are feeling deep regret over that. And they know, Page of Materials, that it is something financial, something about their external world and their material life. But there is, again, a deep sense of, I've reached a breaking point. 8 of Voices, I've held myself back too much because of money, finances, or whatever it is I'm holding on to, and I need to break free and move on with the Chariot's energy, or else I will lose this love. So I'm really happy to see that breaking point card, because sometimes that is the only, I mean, that's the only way in which some people will move out of being stuck. And it's sad to see, because there are many people who stay stuck in their mind. Again, King of Swords, who stay stuck in their mind for almost sometimes years at a time, right? They're not able to break free those mental bonds. So in this immediate future, is there any action this person wishes to take towards group 1? And again, I want to confirm that this has nothing to do with their feelings for you. This energy is literally about how they can solve the problems of their life so they don't lose you. See? How can they solve the problems of their life? Rise above. Drama, obstacles, pettiness, find the strength to rise. There it is. There's the clearest indication that this has nothing to do with their feelings for you. This is about their need to rise above the BS, you know? Compromise, mutual understanding, flexibility, give and take brings rewards. Fall, changes in the air. Wow, I love that. Balance, yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. Like, see, so this person is definitely in a place. Anytime you have the 8 of Swords, you know that there is a place that is mentally imbalanced. When you are in the 8 of Swords energy, you're not in a good place. You're not in a balanced energy. So you need to regain that balance. So this is so beautiful. I feel like your person is trying so hard to rise above their circumstances, to rise above whatever is holding them back, because they do not wish to lose you. And if it comes to some sort of compromise that they have to make. See, I feel like your person is coming to a place where they're realizing that the only way to be free to be with you, and whatever they need to be freed from, take that as it resonates. Like I said, it could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be a family, it could be a legal contract, it could be a job, it could be a geographical region, whatever it is. They may come to a place where they are not willing, and I feel like this is coming very soon, they're on the verge of this, they are not willing to compromise their love for you or compromise having you in their life. So what they'll do is they'll take the hit elsewhere. It's been hard. Yes, they've resisted it because it might require losing money, losing status, losing their place, something. But they're coming to a place where the pressure of losing you and the pain of it is outweighing the benefit of staying in whatever situation they're stuck in. So they may take the hit by compromising there, but not compromising with you. They may figure out a way that is still painful. It is still a compromise. They'll still lose something, but they would rather lose that than to lose you. And that is why there is change in the air. There's transformation. We're getting the turning of the leaves, okay? And if it is fall where you're at, even better, because this is more of an immediate future. Like, this is something that is going to happen soon. I'm not sensing some long trajectory here. This person is going to figure it out, compromise where they need to, come back into balance because they feel like they're at a breaking point where they're going to lose you. So I don't see any long delay in this at all. This is something that's going to happen with a quicker turnaround because I feel like both of you are reaching your breaking point. So what does Spirit want you to know? Golden Mac, when you align your desires with Spirit's plan, you are truly blessed. I fulfill my true purpose. See? So I feel like for both of you, you are both coming into alignment with Spirit's plan. That's why you have this golden map in front of you. So that to me is also a blessing for this connection. This connection is blessed. It is going to come to fruition. Oh, I love it. That makes me very happy for you guys. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading, Twin Flame Oracle, Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. They are available with free shipping at Amazon FBA. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. You have no idea how much it helps me and supports the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this image right here, as well as this crystal, and Taurus, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. Let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you? We're going to start with your oracle cards. And then we'll do your tarot. And then we'll also be looking at what action, if any, do they wish to take towards you. And we will end with advice from Spirit. So we have community. We have forgiveness. We have attraction. We have conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Okay. So I feel like this person right now is going through some sort of a kind of mentally despairing time where there's been some sort of a clash between how they feel about you, what they want with you, and what their physical circumstances can maintain. The fact that we got this community card is, there's like a strong energy coming from it. This person may be surrounded by people who have some sort of motives, okay? It could be family members, it could be an ex-partner, ex-spouse, somebody that they still have some financial tie to, like they still have to pay this person, or they share children with this person, therefore this person is never out of their life, right? They always have to maintain some contact with whoever these people are. But there seems to be a bit like, right now, Spirit is giving me this image, and it's coming through very clearly in my mind, of this like dark cloud. It's like gray clouds, you know, like an impending storm, but like this ominous kind of like heavy cloud-like feeling. Okay, like it feels like this person, while they feel so much connection with you, so much attraction for you, because see, we are getting this attraction card, but at the same time, like, look at this person. There is also something very daunting in the way this person is sitting there looking out towards the universe, but it's not a very, like, I don't know, the feeling, the energy that I get from the card itself doesn't feel like a free and clear and beautiful attraction. It feels like a heavy kind of like, what do I do about this? You know, it feels daunting, it feels big, it feels universal. So it's like something about a clash between the huge level of attraction, magnetic attraction, and desire that this person feels for you. It feels heavy on them, instead of feeling light. You know how some, you know, love should feel beautiful and light and positive, and like it should give you this sense of like wonder, but that's not the energy I get from this person. I feel like the way that love should feel lighthearted and beautiful to them, it's the opposite, not because you did anything wrong and it has anything to do with you, but because there seems to be some deep conflict where it's very hard for this person to navigate their feelings for you with whatever environment or whatever obligations or responsibilities they have to other people or other things in their environment. And that is why they're coming up with this very deeply conflicted energy. And that is why maybe some of you have decided to pull away from this person, because they come in hot and cold. Decisions need to be made, but they are conflicted. There is something here that this person needs to decide, okay? And you, again, there might have been some kind of feeling of instability between the two of you. You may have felt that you're not being prioritized, that your needs, your desires don't matter, or this person can't make them matter. You know, like they cannot be with you in a way that makes you feel that you are important, that the relationship is important, that they can meet this relationship 100%. So you may have always felt like you're the last priority. And for that, this person, in the truth of how they really feel about you, they genuinely want your forgiveness around that. They feel genuinely very bad about it. They know that they have dropped the ball. They know that they haven't given you what you deserve. They know that they haven't been able to show up for you the way that you deserve. They know that they are conflicted. That is why when they come in very hot. But then when this other pressure is around them, they also tend to pull away. This is the kind of person who also, when these obligations or these third parties, again, it could be anything. It could be career, it could be family, it could be exes, it could be a current situation. It doesn't matter what it is. This person has the kind of energy that when that happens, when that rears its ugly head, they don't lean into you more. They don't come to you more. They withdraw from you. They withdraw from you. So that is why this attraction feels heavy instead of light to them. So they do know that the pressure is building, and that in order to either reconcile with you or have a union with you or to move forward honoring this relationship, they're going to have to make a decision. And that's the decision that is weighing on their mind and heart very heavily right now. So let's go deeper on What else is the truth of how they really feel? The devil, see? Not surprising, the devil rears his ugly head. 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Justice. Knight of Wands. Okay. So yeah, see, I feel like you are this Queen of Wands energy, this beautiful central energy that is coming through. I feel like it is you. I feel like even though they may be distracted by other things going on in their life, you are the regulating force. There's something about your tenacity, your boldness, your courage, your strength, the way you move in this world, group 2, that is very inspiring to this person. Okay, they see you, and again, this is part of the truth of how they really feel. I feel like they love you very deeply, and at the same time they feel very inadequate because they feel that they don't show up in the world. They are not like you. You have more courage than them. You're willing to put it all on the line. You're willing to go after what you want and what you desire. And they feel both inspired by that and very inadequate around that because they don't feel that they can meet you quite yet at this level. And they know the reason why is because they have some sort of toxic energy around them that depletes them, that brings them down. But they also know that they haven't been able to let go of whatever this is, you know? And it's interesting because it's not that they're in denial. It's not that they're not aware that they are, you know, that their movement, their decisions, things are affected by people or situations that should not be interfering in this person's life, but they're allowing it through this devil's energy. Okay, there's something toxic here that they haven't said no to. They're allowing it. They're allowing themselves to be chained, manipulated. They're allowing themselves to stay stuck. Okay, and part of that reason may be because they care more for people's opinions. 3 of Pentacles. Like there's something here about their reputation, or they don't want to be seen a particular way. They're very sensitive about how other people see them, whether it's their community, family, a third party, whatever it is. They seem to be wanting some sort of validation from that role that they play, whatever that role is. Okay, they feel like they are playing a different kind of role in their life, and whatever that role is not in alignment with being with you. So now they are being pulled in opposite directions. The role that they are attached to in this toxic energy is pulling them in one way, and then their connection to you is pulling them in another way. And what is keeping them stuck in between is this idea of, I care how people see me. I care about my reputation. I don't want these other obligations to think badly of me. I can't let people down, you know, whoever it is that they feel like they would be letting down, they're seeing it, unfortunately, as some issue around fairness or justice. And this may also be a manipulation in the sense that it's their own mind that is trapped in that category, right? It's like, it's not necessarily, if people look from the outside, they may not see it as an issue of justice or what's fair. They may see it as, and you also may see it as very clean cut, but they're stuck in that devil's energy of like, I owe someone something. Whoever it is that they owe, that depends on your journey with them, okay? So take it as it resonates. But this person feels like they owe fairness to someone or something. And that is why that sense of fairness or that sense of obligation, whether it is true, whether it's an illusion, whether it's something they tell themselves, is what is slowing down their progress towards you. Like Knight of Wands, they still very much want you. They want to be with you. They're very passionate about you. There's a lot of passion in this relationship because we're getting a lot of Wands energy. So it's not that they don't want you. The question is not how deeply they desire you. It's that this issue is slowing them down. It's slowing down the trajectory. It's slowing down the momentum of them truly building something real with you. And that is what they are very guilty about as well. They know that they are slow. They haven't been moving forward. They know that they're letting things hold them back. And that is why you have this heavy attraction along with forgiveness. You know, they know they're doing wrong. They know that they seek forgiveness from you. So any actions, anything going on, any movement in this immediate future. Sun's energy, separation, surrender, mirroring. Okay. So I feel like this person, again, the feelings between you are exactly the same. Like you mirror each other in many different ways. And I feel like that's probably why you've had a hard time letting go of this person, even if you've wanted to, even if you've known that maybe that's the right thing to do. Maybe there's been, you know, that sense of up and down within your heart as well, where you're like, what do I do? Like, I feel like we get along on so many levels. We have so much compatibility. We mirror each other. Well, your person feels the same way. That's why it's been very difficult for them to ever walk away from you either. You know, they know that they have found their match. You know that you have found your match. You guys recognize each other and you do very much want to be together. They want to be with you. I feel like there is a beautiful energy here of the sun's energy between the two of you. So there's this positive light that is growing, okay? But it may take a little bit of time for that light to grow and for it to grow more powerful so that they get to the point where they want to let go of this devil's energy. I feel like if you're right now in a state of silence or a pause, and you feel like you're not quite talking or you're a little bit separated from this person, I feel like that is on its way out. Like it's winding down. It's not an immediate thing, but it's winding its way down as this person finally surrenders and detaches from the devil's energy. And I think that is the process that the two of you are going through right now. Like they know what's right. They know what needs to be done. They know what they must do in order to truly have you in their life. And I feel like they're trying their best to surrender all of this toxicity that is within their life, whatever that is, whatever the devil represents in their life, they're trying to detach from it. They're trying to surrender from it, but it is a detachment process because you have this justice card right here. And anytime people feel obligated or they feel like they have to do what's fair, they feel like, you know, they can't just take fast decisions, that justice energy does slow down the result, right? So I feel like this is, for you guys, this is all about, this is in progress, okay? It's coming towards you, but it is definitely slowing down because they need to work through these energies of what's fair and what's right and, oh my gosh, I'm obligated and all of that stuff, okay? So it's coming, but it's definitely working its way through a particular surrender that needs to happen, okay? It's like the last domino needs to fall. So Spirit says to you, energy flow, clear pathways in the body for Spirit's energy to transform. I release any blocks, okay? So for you, it's all about releasing the blocks that you have and keeping your energy free and clear as this resolves itself, okay? So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. These are on like super sale right now at Amazon FBA with free shipping. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. You have no idea how much it actually supports me in the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. beautiful group 3 that chose this image right here. As well as this crystal. And Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, and Virgo. Let's see. What is the truth of how they really feel about you? So we'll start here with your oracle cards, and then we will do your tarot. And then we'll look at, is there any action they wish to take in this immediate future? And then at the end, stay with me because we will also be getting advice from Spirit. Woman holding a coin. Self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Extremes. Open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. Okay. So I feel like the truth of how this person really feels about you is that you have opened their heart. I mean, that I think is the most clear energy coming through here. Look at this. I feel like this person may have a lot of ups and downs in their life. Like they're used to navigating extremes. That's why we got this extremes card, which I'll show you in a second. But I feel like this person, for much of their life, they've had to deal with extremes in their situation, possibly some sort of trauma from their childhood, where maybe they have gotten to a point where it's better just to keep your heart closed, you know, because you've dealt with so much nonsense. You've dealt with so much instability. I feel like this person may have come from an environment that never made them feel particularly safe. And it doesn't have to be physically safe. It could be emotionally safe, mentally safe, right? They have literally struggled through and really had to focus on how to heal themselves, even if they may not have used that word healing, right? But I feel like one of the ways in which this person dealt with the extremes of their life was by shutting down their heart, because they felt like that was safer than to trust people, let people in, you know, allow themselves to love people. But I feel like the truth of what you have done to this person, how you've impacted them, is that you and your energy and your love has made them open their heart in a way that they never have before. And I feel they're incredibly grateful to you for that, because look at this very heavy extremes card. I feel like this person has tried very hard in their life to come to a place of stability where they're not living in extremes. And I can predict, I just feel like you have seen this in this person in one way or the other, because when somebody has lived like this, when they've gone through these kind of traumas, I feel like even if they're trying their hardest to maintain a balanced life, which you might notice about this person as well, is that they try very hard. They're committed to just trying to be balanced. Whenever things get difficult, when things get stressful, you will see the extreme come out, because it's very hard to completely get over that. You know, we're all human. We all have our trigger points. So I'm sure you have noticed that when this person is emotionally triggered, their reaction can come out in the extreme. And that's why I feel like maybe for some of you, there's been a lot of friction with this person, because, you know, when they do get triggered, there could be like big arguments, big misunderstandings, big discussions, and then they might withdraw in order to regulate those emotions. Because again, when somebody lives in extreme, they may also have been living in fight or flight mode for much of their life, right? Like if you've lived in constant situations where you have to either fight or flee, right? Fight or flight, then your nervous system is going to be difficult to regulate, difficult to balance, and things might tip you off, right? So you might notice that this person can get triggered and start an argument and then completely hide, right? So I feel like this person doesn't want you to see that side. I think they truly, deeply love you. You've opened up their heart in such a beautiful way that they want to protect you from that side of themselves. They know that they need to heal. This self-love is a big one for them, because I feel like this person knows that if they loathe themselves, if they don't feel good about themselves, if they are criticizing, if they have this inner critic, if they always feel less than, not good enough for you, if they don't have true self-love, they're never going to be your real partner. They're always going to feel less than. So that might be another thing that you notice about this person, group 3. That, you know, they do have low self-esteem. They do feel like they're not good enough because of the things that they've had to fight, like the battles that they've fought in their life still haunt them. You know, it's a journey. They haven't reached that level of complete healing. I don't think anybody ever does. But you and their love for you kind of brings out those touch points more, you know? And so what they try to do is try to regulate or maintain their emotions through focusing on things that are in their control. I think this person has grown up, again, in situations where they felt like they have no control and they don't feel safe. So this is the kind of person who might right now be very into their career, maybe very into work, earning more money. This is a very heavily Pentacles energy. So this is how they ground themselves, you know? So I feel like this person, when things go wrong with you, they double down on work. They double down on finances. They might take an extra shift. They might work longer hours, because this is the only way they know how to regulate their emotions, to ground themselves back in what feels safe. So you might be noticing right now, if you guys are in some sort of challenge or separation, or if you've had an argument and people are not talking, you might notice that this person may be working more, like they're just trying to just regulate themselves. Let's go deeper. What else is the truth? What else is the truth of how they really feel? The High Priestess. The Lovers. Wow, beautiful. King of Swords. 8 of Wands. 3 of Wands, yeah. Okay. So see, this actually is a confirmation of what we've already seen, which is this person feels deep amount of love for you. They see you in a really beautiful and inspiring way. Look at this with the High Priestess. I feel like they are incredibly attuned to and connected to and inspired by who you are, because I feel like you bring the spiritual awareness to this relationship, because this person tends to heal or regulate through what is more earthy, you know? So there's a complementing energy here. They seem to be much more like a Pentacles energy, like very like trying to ground, trying to earth, like, you know, trying to ground themselves, trying not to let their emotions run away with them, trying not to become heated or triggered, trying not to get into extremes, versus this High Priestess energy is the opposite of that. It's the energy of being, you know, ethereal. It's about grounding, but grounding in a different way, but grounding by going within. Okay. And I feel like this person, in their true feelings for you, that is what inspires them the most. They see that while they need things like work and, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody grounds in a different way. Like they need things that are more practical to ground themselves, while where you go within to ground yourselves, like to ground yourself. You have a more spiritual energy. You have a calmness that this person loves. Because I feel like, again, with this person's extremes, they don't have that sense of calm. They don't have that sense of like, everything's going to be okay. And I think that's where there's a complementing energy here, where they really love the fact that in your presence, you are the source of peace and calmness to this person. You regulate them in that sense, right? Whether you like it or not, whether it's a good thing or not, that's up to you. But you bring the calmness. You soothe the extreme nature of this person simply through who you are and the energy that you bring forth. And so that is something that they have deeply, deeply fallen in love with. This person deeply loves you. They deeply want to be with you, but they also realize that in order to be this person with you, they have to be more balanced. They have to kind of, meet you at a place of stability, at a place of, okay, I've got a handle on this. I've got this. I know I can create something good with you. I know we can build something beautiful together. That's not just based on emotion, but that's based on real world capability. The capability to build a real relationship is not the same as just loving someone passionately. We can love someone passionately, but is it in us to build a good relationship with them? And I feel that's the question this person, King of Swords, very much in their head right now. They're asking themselves these questions, okay? They're asking themselves these questions. Right now, this person is very much in this, I need to figure this out. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to become this extreme person that I know I am inside sometimes because of my past, because of my history. You have opened up my heart so deeply. I don't want to lose this. And look at this. I just love this combination for you, group 3. Look, the colors are so similar. There's this beautiful pink color that to me is just so soothing in these two cards. Like, you soothe this person. You soothe all the turmoil within them. You bring peace and love to this person. And I love it. And they don't want to lose that. They're trying to figure out how not to lose you, because they know that sometimes their extreme behavior or their extreme states of being can make you want to leave them. So right now they're like in this deep contemplation mode of how to make sure that you don't leave their life. And they're kind of going back and forth between, look at this energy, like these are kind of opposing energies. See, the extremes are coming here too. 8 of Wands is fast movement. 3 of Wands is let's take our time. Isn't it interesting? Here are the two extremes showing up again. So they're trying to figure out what is the best way for this relationship to blossom. Is it through quick energy, 8 of Wands, fast movement? Or is it through 3 of Wands? Let's just relax, see it unfold. Let's not hurry. Right? Like, this is part of their fear of losing you and trying to decide which one of these will win you better. This is so interesting. So then let's see, how does that translate into any action in this immediate future, Spirit? Lessons, knowledge, understanding. Look for the lesson in the situation. Crossroads, divergent paths, choices, confusion. See, this is where it's like they know it's time to make a decision. Fear, darkness, hesitation, insecurity, and appreciation. Yeah. So I feel like this person is very much tackling their fear right now, right? And I feel like one of the greatest fears they have is the fear of losing you. Okay. And I don't think necessarily that they have lost you or that they think that they've lost you, but they have this fear that, again, if they don't show up, if they don't know how to really build something solid without letting their own trauma and their own triggers defeat it or destroy it over time, that's the fear that they have. That they deeply so appreciate you. And I think this goes back to that high priestess energy. There's a deep awareness of who you are to this person and how they feel about you and how much they appreciate what you have brought to their life. And that is why they want to do this right. Okay, they've learned their lessons. It's not that they're not aware. They are. The one advantage about this person, even if right now their behavior can be extreme, even if right now they haven't been the most like consistent person, and maybe it's not even consistency in action, it might be consistency in their emotional state, right? Like they may go up and down in their emotional state. It's not that they're in denial about it. They're very aware of the lessons that they've learned. And that to me is a huge blessing and a huge advantage to have, because some people are really buried in their own denial, right? And that doesn't lead to any real good progress. So this person is not buried in denial. They know the lessons that they've learned. And that's why they know that it's time to make a decision about themselves, to not give in to fear and to make a concrete decision on moving forward. And I feel like this person absolutely wants that with you. They just want to make sure that they don't scare you away from some of their unhealed parts, right? They have to tackle that fear. You know, they don't want to scare you away when the unhealed parts of themselves surface. And that's what they're really, really trying to avoid with you. They want to be gentle. They want to be kind. They want to, you know, honor you. And I think that's so beautiful. So what is Spirit's advice? Steady effort. As you move forward, you find resources and rewards await you. I take one step at a time. I think that's beautiful. I think that's kind of in alignment with the Three of Wands energy, that maybe for the two of you, taking one step at a time and truly just enjoying each other, maybe not rushing with this kind of very like rushed energy, is probably a really good option for the two of you. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created. These are on massive sale right now at Amazon FBA with free shipping. So all of the links are in the box below, and they're really great gift ideas for the holidays coming up. So yeah, make sure you check out everything. The links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. It really helps me and the channels. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next one.